Last time, Astamir, the strongest warrior of the temple capital of light, took a real liking to Hero after their life or death duel, and threw out a, "Won't you become my disciple?" And this time, the strongest master's Spartan training officially begins. First, let's drop those stiff honorifics. We can just talk casually, Astamir suggests with a smile, insisting Hero call her Master. Hero can't help but retort, "Aren't you the one still speaking to me in honorifics, Master?" That fearsome sword demon aura she once had is nowhere to be found now. And she adds, smiling sweetly, "But if you dare backtalk me with a flippant attitude, I will cut you clean in two. Worst case, there won't even be enough left to identify." Hero instantly corrects course. "No, of course not. I'm deeply honored to be taken as your student." She absolutely insists that Hero say the word master out loud, dragging it out, master her, and refusing to respond until he does. Hero's face crumples in disbelief. "You can't be serious." Come to think of it, in the game she was the cold-blooded sword demon who'd cut Hero in half at the slightest provocation. Now she's a clingy, chunibyo, annoyingly cute master. A gap so wide that Hero genuinely can't adjust to it. There's actually a contradiction buried here. Astamir's whole job is to clean up any filthy man who tries to wedge himself between Princess Lapis and her Yuri. And yet here she is, taking that very filthy man on as her disciple. Hero can't resist pointing it out. Isn't that a total contradiction? "We're just cohabiting, aren't we?" Astamir says breezily, then bounces up and down, and cheers with her hand in the air. "Yes, yes, Master, just call me Master." Hero, getting his head patted, is the picture of resignation. Chit-chat ends here. "Now then, let us begin, my beloved disciple." Hero immediately retorts, "I just called you Master, and now I've been upgraded to beloved disciple." She cheerfully announces, "It's training, of course, starting with a warm-up." And with that, she draws her beloved blade, the nameless gravestone, with a sharp shing. Wait. Do you really need to draw a sword for a warm-up?" Astamir explains at her leisure. "This nameless gravestone may have a name, but it's a perfectly ordinary blade, not a magic catalyst device. Precisely because it uses no magic at all, it's actually the safest thing for a warm-up." Hero is nothing but question marks. "Stop beating me with your own homebrew foreign culture." Seeing him balk, she goes, "Oh, you're hopeless," and swaps it for a temple capital practice wooden sword, holding it out. "We'll use this for now." Hero takes it and grumbles, "You just wanted to swing your real blade, didn't you?" She looks genuinely disappointed. "Honestly, real combat instruction would be better for you." Under the night sky, the warm-up officially begins. And Astamir's line, "Oh, we're only just getting started, the real fun begins now," makes Hero's face fall on the spot. A bit of background here. In the game, Astamir would use her stats, so absurdly high you'd suspect a bug, plus the all-target attack of her treasure bow, Crimson Sky Blazing Blossom, to bulldoze enemies and force level the player during the short window she's in your party. Racking up a dozen levels in one go was trivial. But this master in front of him is dead set on training him properly, so that kind of cheat shortcut is off the table this time. And so, in the Dawn Park, wooden sword strikes rain down like a storm. Battered all over, Hero grits his teeth and hangs on, screaming inside, "I don't fully get it myself, but I think I'm slowly starting to read her blade." He wipes off some sweat. "Nice. Feels pretty good, right?" The very next second, a merciless horizontal slash comes crashing down and sends him flying. "Oh no, normally you'd pull that one." Astamir just smiles. "Don't get careless just because it's a wooden sword, and even if you block it, it's still not over." She raises a hand and strikes a teaching pose. "Cut through flesh, sever the bone, trade your life for the win." That is the essence of the Astamir style. Hero goes dead-eyed, cut the flesh, and sever the bone? That's just dying, isn't it? Please don't slice me to death. This is already brain-broken workplace harassment. Several hours later, Hiro is sprawled on the ground, gasping for air. Astamir asks lazily from the side, "Your stamina's lacking. That's a homework problem for the future." Hiro springs up, furious. "Same amount of exercise, and you're not even winded. My base stamina stat is nearly maxed out. What kind of monster are you, you gorilla?" Astamir nods, satisfied. To keep going this long without dropping, that willpower is excellent. Take a short rest, and then we'll switch to some classroom study. Hiro is on the verge of tears, a gorilla over there, thumping her own chest in celebration. "By the way, Hiro," Astamir says, handing him a canned drink, "have you decided which attribute you're going to train?" Hiro grimaces. "Honestly, that's exactly what I've been agonizing over." A bit of background here. In ESCO, on top of base stats, there's a separate system for raising attribute stats. Conductors come in 6 attributes. By loading each attribute's magic into your spell slots, you boost the corresponding ability. And attributes can be combined into applied techniques. Water plus fire makes scalding steam. Water plus light makes a laser cannon. Water plus earth makes a mudslide. Hiro thinks it over. My frontrunner is probably water. It pairs well with every other attribute and has broad utility. It'd make a solid sub-attribute. But Astamir pours cold water on it. If you want it as a sub-attribute, you'll have to let go of the Kuki Masamune, which has few slots. For you, Hiro, I think light is the better pick. Light has great synergy with the blade, and combined with warp, you could even move at the speed of light. Light is a hard no. Hiro refuses, without a second's thought. Astamir tilts her head. Why? What's your reasoning? Hiro instantly flips into Chunibyo mode. Because me, the man who obstructs Yuri, how could I possibly have the nerve to wield the light attribute? No attribute. No, let me return to the void itself. 0. Astamir wears a "this guy's beyond saving" expression, but Hiro only gets more into it. Besides, light clashes with the color of my name, Hiro. The type who gets a swelled head just because they leveled up a starting attribute is honestly so annoying. He gives the Kuki Masamune a flourish, thoroughly drunk on himself. That said, Astamir turns serious. Beyond the blade, I'd like you to be able to use something else too. Hiro blinks. Oh, let's hear it. He lays out his own scheming. Actually, he has an idea. He'd like to try something other than the sword. If you're going to stroke someone, stroke Lapis, and just let me enjoy the sight of it. Hiro suddenly starts fantasizing about the Yuri scene of Lapis, getting her head patted. Astamir is speechless, but Hiro is lost in his own world, blissfully getting his head rubbed. After all that ruckus, it's finally over. It's almost 9. A solid 5 hours, huh? I'm dead. Hiro drags himself up, wrecked all over. And my master vanished off somewhere the second she said she had something to do. If he heads to the training hall, the shower room there is closer. It's on the way. Going all the way back to the mansion to bathe would be too exhausting. Figuring he'd take the shortcut, Hiro pushes open the training hall door. The Japanese-style training hall is empty, a katana enshrined at the far end. Narration. The training hall is for now just a place he passes through on the way to the shower. And that shower room has a whole dozen stalls lined up in vain. Using it all by himself is honestly a waste. He sighs and steps in. The shower water pours down. As he scrubs, Hiro spaces out. If he wants to train, he really does have to go to the dungeon. The Kuki Masamune, a divine weapon, is nothing short of pearls before swine, with just him wielding it alone. Done bathing, wrapped in a towel and about to step out of the shower, but in this utterly defenseless moment, behind the next curtain over, stands an elven girl, equally wrapped in nothing but a towel, dripping wet. Their eyes meet, and the air freezes solid. Kia! The girl lets out an ear-splitting scream. Hiro, however, just wears a here we go again look of resignation, and even snarks. Yeah, eroge. Hilarious, so cliché. Inside, he's wailing. Of all things, it had to be this bottom-of-the-barrel standard event. The scream draws killing intent. Out of the darkness, a hooded figure bursts forward, growling. How dare you pull a bump into her in the bath, oh my ecchi, on the princess. A single heavy punch sends Hiro flying. That's Lapis's third bodyguard, Mua, an assassin who wields the hidden weapon, Shadow Hand. She pins Hiro to the ground, eyes cold. Lapis cries out in a panic. Let go of Hiro, Mua. I'm fine. I'm really fine. But Mua doesn't budge. Narration: when she'd let him through to the bath before, she had judged this man to be a stranger to base lust. In other words, she'd thought Hiro wasn't that kind of person. Princess, that state you're in is... The elven archers, drawn by the commotion, come swarming and crowd the doorway. Lapis and the towel-clad Hiro are left completely exposed to the whole crowd. The scene descends into utter chaos. The archers chatter among themselves. So he really was after the princess. Turns out he's just a womanizer of a man. Boring. And Mua keeps her cold glare fixed on Hiro, killing intent undiminished. Lapis stamps her feet, frantic. This is an accident. This is a place Hiro uses alone, and I barged in on my own. But the archers aren't buying it. For the princess of the temple capital of light to be seen fully naked by a man. As her bodyguards, we simply can't stay silent about it. Only now does everyone notice Hiro is covered in wounds. Huh? These injuries are... Hiro squeezes out, barely breathing, marks from a blade. The archers realize, this kid survived Astamir's training. He's black and blue all over. That boy's actually got something to him. But Mua still won't release him. Narration reveals the knot in her heart. She has always believed that letting the princess grow dazed and fatigued to the point of dulled reactions is partly her own fault. Precisely because of that, she can never allow anyone to take advantage of the opening. My instincts have gone dull. Don't tell me, Mua glares at Hiro. You've dulled even my instincts? Her killing intent surges, and she closes in step by step. Hiro screams for help inside. Master, save me. What an unsettling mood, Lapis says, sweating. But the archer beside her grins and offers to smooth things over. This tab, allow me to pick it up. And yet, the atmosphere doesn't ease in the slightest. Mua says quietly, a clash between us and Hiro was unavoidable to begin with. And letting the princess grow tired and dazed, that's my fault too. So, she raises her hand, eyes flashing dangerously, right here. Hiro goes pale. At the last possible instant, one of the archers cheerfully lobs out a proposal. How about we settle this with a battle? Hiro is dumbfounded. A shonen manga development? Seriously? The murderous mood gets forcibly twisted into a friendly match. Temple Capital of Light versus House Sanjo. The master says it doubles as a get-together. The problem is, on House Sanjo's side, it's just Hiro, all alone. Narration over his slumped-over back. Is today the anniversary of my death? The archers set things up enthusiastically. Is everyone here? And they've bought heaps of snacks and drinks. Hiro is on the verge of tears. You're hosting a gang-up-on-me tournament, and you're this laid back about it? Played straight. The Mikage archers would win, obviously. So, let's give you one handicap. An archer announces this while munching a rice ball. Alarms blare in Hiro's head. A bad premonition wells up. One more helper, the archer adds with a smile. We'll have this girl fight alongside you, as a member of House Sanjo. Hiro whips his head around, pupils shrinking violently. Lapis, the archer turns to her. You'll fight on House Sanjo's side. Lapis blinks, then throws up a thumbs up. Got it. But what truly strikes Hiro like a bolt of lightning is the figure standing in the doorway. Long, jet-black hair, a cold expression, flanked by a maid-outfitted elf, and an archer munching snacks and enjoying the show. Rei? Hiro can't believe his eyes. His own little sister, House Sanjo's future heir, has appeared here as House Sanjo's helper. What on earth is going on, master? A tsundere little sister and a tomboy elf. Can this pairing actually fight side by side? Once again, the roots tangle together in a way no one saw coming.